Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla TV, here to talk to you today about the Roland Avenger Seat for Harley. You should be looking into the Avenger if you want a cool seat that is not going to be necessarily touring driven. These things are being made for late model sporties and dynas. Installation on these, like all seats, is going to be a one bearder. It's pretty simple. On our 3-beard BSD, seats ringing really is like a base level project. Great for first timers. Any of you should be able to get this thing onto your bike very quickly. Let's get right into it. So RSD brings their classic style to another cool saddle, and this is another collaboration between them and Mustang seats. Now Mustang has been in the seat game for a long time. They're a very traditional company, made in USA, super cool, but a lot of their designs are a little bit staid in comparison to some of the aggressive stuff that RSD has. So really those two companies teaming up is a great idea. You've got really cool designs, fresh stuff with a seat maker that's been in the game forever and ever and ever, making a really solid product. Now you can see here the first thing that everybody notices about this saddle is this perforated vinyl on here. It does look super cool, especially with this accent piece of solid vinyl on here. Just keep in mind, for those of you looking into this seat because you think the perf may offer you a little bit of cooling, the perforations are absolutely minute on this thing. I think any cooling benefit on here is going to be very, very small, if noticeable at all. So just keep in mind, these are really more of a stylistic perforation than something that's going to be actually functional for keeping you cool. To finish off the cover, you can see RSD does drop this little badge on here. They do that with a lot of their saddles. It's a nice little detail. It sets this seat aside, lets people know that this is kind of a cool bike without over-branding the seat. So flipping over here, you can see fiberglass pan, which Mustang is famous for using. Fiberglass pans really are great. They don't break down. They hold up over the wear and tear that you're going to put onto the bike and onto the seat. These things don't get soft and mushy. They don't crack like stock pans do. And you would think that a firm pan wouldn't be the way to go, but really something that can hold itself up and hold you up is going to be a seat that's going to feel good for years to come. They have their foam in here, and you can see also they hold the cover on with rivets. Riveting is a great way to keep the cover onto the pan itself, keeps everything secure, keeps the seat looking taut and nice and fresh for years and years. And these rivets are aluminum too, so they're not going to rust. They're going to be reasonably weatherproof. The final cap on the bottom of this thing are these rubber bumpers that Mustang uses. These really are a nice touch. What they do is actually two jobs. Firstly, they isolate road shocks just a little bit, so it's one more isolator between you and the bumps that you're going to be hitting on the roadway. The second function they fulfill too is they actually lift the seat just a little bit off of the frame and off of the fender, so that means you're not going to be tearing up your paint every time you use this seat. Some pans will lay right on the paint, right on the fender. They wind up tearing things up, looks terrible after a while. So installation on this puppy, as I had said, is quite easy. You're looking really at a one bearder. Everybody should be able to install this thing super duper easily. You've got a tongue at the front, it's going to slide into your frame. At the rear, you're going to have one point of attachment. Now that point of attachment may be, you may require an Allen key, you may require a screwdriver, it could be a wrench, depending on your year, make, and model and what's been done to the motorcycle. But it is just going to be a single point of attachment. Basic hand tools will see you through that job very, very quickly. I think this is a super cool seat. It's not a touring driven seat. This is definitely something for the short haul guy who wants something that is style first. And realistically, if you have, say, a Sportster or a Dyna that's not really, it's not really loaded up with all sorts of accessories, they're not long haul bikes anyway. So this fits in very well with the theme of those motorcycles. Sporty and Dyna guys, you guys are getting all the cool seats right now. I wish I had a Dyna so I could throw this thing on there. It looks great. My opinion is not the only one that matters though. Click below, check some rider reviews out on this puppy, see if this might work out for you. If you got a question that's gone unanswered, give one of our gear geeks a holler. See us at RevZilla.com. You can always get us by phone, 877-792-9455. I'm Lemmy, I'm out of here.